You guys arrive at Fallon Provisions with the rest of the party.
Yeah.
Hello.
Like you also are there.
Yep.
He engages his claws. You saw like almost glowing greenish claws, and they just like retract back. That lady was creepy.
I think she was intriguing.
What lady are you talking about? The old lady.
The old lady, exactly. She told us some very interesting information.
Like what? What did she tell you?
Come now, Tenebris. We all fear things that we don't quite understand completely.
Wow, you just had a lot of people trying to tell me things there, and I don't really know what information to take in first. Which one of you would like to tell me first?
I will tell you. Basically, you know the two main gods?
Ibis and Ubris.
Exactly.
Right.
She believes there was the third one, and they were all triplets, that he was cast out. His name's Oddness, by the way. He basically is the Undying Abyss. So he didn't care about balance at all. And in fact, he wanted to consume all of life. But he was cast out into an ethereal plane of some sorts. But people don't believe he actually exists. But she does. And she spent her life's work in some temple actually trying to research this.
Oh, I don't like the sound of that.
Neither do I. And she said that somebody in the physical world, the material plane, had to actually do something to help strengthen him in the other plane to then unleash him over here.
I see.
The important part is, however, she worships the guy.
She never said she worships him. She just says
she believes in him.
You can believe something exists and not, worship it.
That almost makes it worse, though, doesn't it? If you say you believe in something, doesn't that mean you strive to attain some form of that?
Well, I believe that you can jump on that roof there and punch a hole in the roof, but I don't believe that you would do it.
Cain jumps over to the roof and punches a hole in it.
As you guys are standing out here talking, the door opens and Levon walks out.
Levon! Hello!
And he freezes for a second and he goes, "Oh! You're all dead!"
No, I'm just standing right here.
No, we're right here, friend.
No. Ashbourne said you were all dead.
Well, Ashbourne is wrong.
We're back, baby.
We have a very good mortician who helped us out a little bit, and I'd like to roll a persuasion or deception.
Deception?
There's a deception.
Okay. I only got an 8.
He looks at you and he goes, "Morticians don't do that. They bury dead people."
Especially
and she was
not
dead
this
too.
mortician.
Maybe I should.
Now you see,
Aaron, I can handle it.
It was 2 days, okay? It was 2 days. None of you came back from your little escort galibre thing, and then Ashbourne was like, "Hey, they've been gone a while. Let's send somebody to go find them." So we sent some people down there, and everybody was dead, including you.
Yeah.
Me or her?
Right.
All of you.
Oh.
Right.
Did you?
Listen, friend. Listen. Take my hand.
Are you a zombie?
Do I look like a zombie?
I don't know.
Have you ever seen a zombie?
No, I don't know what zombies look like.
And I am not a zombie.
Why should I take your hand?
Take her hand.
Don't take my hand then, I don't care.
Would you rather take my hand than Aaron?
No, I don't want to take your
Aaron's
hand.
Then reach your hand.
Fine. He takes Oik's hand.
Okay. Right. Listen, we have been sent back for a reason.
Yeah.
We've been sent back by the gods and others for a mission on this plane. We are meant to be here, and therefore you can trust us more than you've ever trusted us before.
Now that sounds like some mumbo jumbo if I've ever heard mumbo jumbo.
I need
talk
more
to this guy.
NPCs to be like this. So funny.
Let's just go to Crimsonwall.
Tenebris just basically says to Cain, "You wanted to find out what happened to Ashbourne. He's not here. We found
Levon.
out. You should just leave."
Ashbourne went to Crimsonwall. He got his supplies from me, which you, in life, went and got from the goblins. But he
Levon,
left.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Do you know how you mentioned Galibre?
Yes?
Well, if you ever see him come here again, that's probably not a good sign, as he is the one who killed us.
That's ridiculous. Calibre is a high archmage of the
Mm.
Mages Guild. He would never kill people.
People's authority
I-
in life do
well-
not mean that they cannot be evil.
Yes,
I
well,
wanna
maybe you're evil. Maybe you're spreading false lies about him.
I want to look this
If
guy
I
dead
was
in
evil,
the eyes.
why would I have helped you to begin with?
I
And
don't
why
know.
would we be coming back here to then inquire about your well-being and inquire about Ashbourne's well-being? That does not sound like somebody who's evil, does it?
No, not particularly. You can roll a persuasion check, Thwish,
Thank you.
Can I
DM?
assist in persuasion check?
if you're proficient.
I am.
Okay.
Can I? Oh no, I can't.
Oh
My person-
shoot! No, I'm not. No, I'm
20, but not nat 20. I'll roll again, though.
not. Intimidation and deception. Oops.
Hold on, I
It's a
don't think.
20.
I'm
20?
not. I'm not actually.
Um,
Well, the first roll is 20, so it's fine.
Yeah. Great job. Great job.
Levon seems to calm down a little, and he goes, "Well, I'm not necessarily going to believe you about Galibre, but listen, Ashbourne, after he found out you were all dead, he went to Crimsonwall to find new people to run his caravan. So, if you want to find him, he's probably somewhere there."
Thank you, but I wanted to let you know that if you ever see Galibre, do not go in his path. Might not be smart.
Well, I don't
Mhm.
like hanging out with archmages anyway. They bore me.
If you
Right.
see him, send a letter to the Don. What is
Do
it?
still the
Don-
do still maggot.
the do still maggot.
I
okay?
still want you to spell this out for us because it's very confusing.
DEW.
Yeah.
Do still.
Yeah.
I
You
spelled it
maggot.
in main chat.
Oh, see, I was thinking like DUESTIO. Oh.
Mm.
Oh.
Do
Uh,
still.
And I will mail you back 10 times the amount of what that cost you.
Fine. Only because I like money.
And your head.
Whatever. Anyways, are we done here?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Done.
Actually, I need to get into the store behind you.
Oh, never mind.
Why do you need to get into my store?
Well, I mean, I need to wait. This is sorry, it's been a little while. This is the store that this is me talking. This is the store that like the store that Hammer is at, right?
No.
No. Oh,
That's the general store where Cain, Uaighe and Nova just were.
But there's probably more in Crimsonwall.
Yeah, let's go to Crimsonwall.
Yeah, I want to go to Crimson.
oh wait, you know
Me
what?
too.
The
I thought we
delivery.
were going to be there already.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, are you
Oh.
guys ready to head off?
I mean,
know?
yes.
Yeah.
I figure probably we should head out. The delivery I wanted to help out with is probably already delivered by now. She did say that her cousin needed it within a couple days. It's been over a couple days. I'm mixing up my times. Right. I
Um,
suppose we should head out.
Now, question: do you happen to have any horses? We could borrow?
I don't have any horses for anybody to borrow. Thank you very much.
Do you have horses we can buy?
Yeah.
Well, that depends how much you're offering.
How much
Cain,
are they?
how
worth?
much you offering?
Go ahead.
What? Yeah, you say me?
I mean, I have gold as well, but I mean, you like to hand it out, apparently. Being a
50
monk and
gold
all.
pieces for not a stable horse. What's the term?
Riding
A
horse?
draft horse. A draft horse.
Draft horse? Sorry, how much gold did you say?
50.
50.
50? Well, that's the price I paid for my horses, and I've put time into training them to do their jobs, so
Well, it's
I
either
would
50
Okay,
or 40.
equestrian.
I would say at least 70 gold pieces.
Do we need a horse? Let's just walk.
No,
It
we
takes the
don't
same
get
amount of time.
Let's just walk.
Yeah.
Okay, let's walk.
Okay.
It was nice doing business with you, though. Have a good day.
Vine looks at you and goes,
Fine.
Perfect
Yeah, that's right.
response. Perfect.
Cain.
Tenebris just puts his head down. Like, we don't even need to walk.
I'm just
He
gonna tap
walked
Vine's
away.
shoulder, like, good job.
Levon just kind of goes back inside and closes the door.
Vine knows this guy is full of it. Like, there's no way.
So are you guys making your way to Crimsonwall now?
Yes, please.
Making
You
our
getting
way
back
to
with
the
the
wall
wagon?
of the Crimson. Here we go. No more stalling.
You can make your way back to the wagon.
Making our way to the wagon.
Hey, DM question. If I were to essentially dash as the ox,
You
would it
can't-
come on time?
No, you can't dash for hours.
Uh,
It would pulling a wagon. You're not gonna be able to dash really while pulling the wagon to a speed that would notably increase your travel time. Yes, Aaron.
What if I cast Long Strider on him that lasts a good portion of time?
I'm still gonna say no because he's trying to pull a whole wagon without knocking it over.
Right. Okay.
We can just walk there and then we'll get there. It's
Yeah.
fine.
Save your wild shape, Tenebris.
very well then. All right.
We appreciate it. Though.
Go.
So you guys are walking.
Yeah.
Yes.
So it's 8 miles to Crimson Wall.
Alright.
Okay.
How many hours is that?
Bum, bum,
4?
3 hours.
3 now?
It's not quite 3 hours.
Okay. That's fine. 2.5?
As we're walking, I'm gonna drink some of my water skin.
8 miles is about.
Yeah, I'll do
about
the same.
17.
Okay.
Yeah, me as well.
Is the sun
Tenebris-
going down, DM?
Sun's still pretty high in the sky.
Great.
Cool.
Yes.
Tenebris asks the party. He kind of says, "So I've never been inside a city. What's it like?"
Well, depending on the city you go to, it can be quite an experience. There's lots of people, which might shock you a little bit. But after you get over the initial shock, there's lots of places you can go and buy food. There's lots of shops that you can shop at. There's people who try to swindle you out of everything. Don't trust those people. I'll point them out when we see them.
Vine
but
goes,
it's
swindle.
quite busy.
What do you like to do for fun, Tenebris?
Well, I want to relax. I carve wood. Well, dead wood. I don't carve live wood. It's just me.
Wait, you carve wood?
Yeah, that's where
Hmm.
this mask came from.
I see. Well, maybe you can make use of these guys. And I pull out the wood carving tool. Picked up.
He already
Oh,
has wood
smart.
carving tool. He says,
Oh,
"Thanks, but I already have those."
that's
And-
pretty cool.
Told they'll be
In our
safe.
free time, then maybe we could do some wood carving together.
So you guys continue your conversation along your walk to Crimson Wall about what life in a city is like. After just over an hour, you begin to pass through the outskirts of the village of Pinafall. You're passing through the area that is mostly farmland, some farmers' homes, but nothing too, like you're not passing through the center of the village or anything like that. And I will share my screen just to give you a brief indication. So you're coming by Pinafall here. Yeah, Aaron.
Can Aaron at this point kind of be like trying to polish up the loot that he so respectively is trying to take care of for Liam's sake?
Paul, yeah, while you're walking?
Yeah.
Like, what are you trying to do with it?
He's not like trying to mechanically do anything, but he kind of just clean up some of the charred stuff that's on it. Maybe wipe it down a little bit with a rag or something.
You can do a little bit of that while you're walking, but you're gonna have to
Yeah.
pay attention
yeah,
to where
he-
you're going. So
He's like half paying attention to this, half paying attention to what's around him.
sure.
Tenebris would like to be absorbing the area around him, like past perception 16. So he's just like
Sure.
looking around.
Yep.
Vine is gonna do cartwheels on the road
Great.
On the road?
while we're walking.
Well, he can't do cartwheels in the ditch there. That'd be bad on his ankles, and he might sprain something, Cain.
I guess
So-
but he's a spider.
I mean-
yeah, that's true.
Wait, he's a
Um,
spider?
Oh
must
yes,
be
he's
mistaken.
great. No. He's well. half spider. He's also a boy. He's going through a lot right now. His name is Vine. You can call him that. We know his name now.
Tenebris just looks at him. He doesn't look like a spider.
Just wait till he gets angry.
He doesn't look green spider.
On the back.
So you guys, as you guys continue along the path, okay, you see these two towers between mountain ranges. There's this mountain range ahead of you, and then a valley between them, and there's two large towers. And there's a lot of Crimsonwall guard milling about the top of the towers. They appear to be keeping an eye out of the surrounding area and who's passing through. And as you pass through this area, they're not stopping you. They're just keeping watch. You see the massive walls of Crimsonwall in the distance. The Crimsonwall walls are about 150 feet tall. They're huge, and they are colored crimson, as the name might suggest.
Wow, I didn't know that.
The
Incredible.
regions in front of Crimsonwall are predominantly farming areas. It's a lot of farmers' fields, the odd, little family homestead here and there. And as you get closer to Crimsonwall, we will pop up what it looks like.
Let's just hope there's no grids, guys. And then walk into another war zone.
Oh no, there's gonna be grids.
Yeah.
There's grids everywhere. There's grids here. There's grids there. Everyone gets a grid.
Hopefully Libre hasn't taken this city.
Besiege the city while we're gone.
Be crazy if Libre just was like right there. We awkwardly walk in. It's just like, and it just kills us again, like instantly.
Surprise! Crimsonwall is not a map that I drew myself, especially since we're streaming. I'm gonna give credit where credit is due. This is from Elven Tower Adventures on Patreon. They do great maps and great content. So
you
saves
giving
me
credit. You giving credit to the artists really makes Aaron better.
It's you know what, they do great. They do great stuff, and it saved me a ton of DM prep. So you guys are coming through this area as an entrance to the city.
Okay.
Now, this area of Crimsonwall is a well-traveled highway. It's paved with stone, so it's cobblestone, the road, and there is traffic. There are a lot of caravans coming and going. There's laborers everywhere, farmers walking around, people of all different races. So you're seeing humans, halflings, dwarves. You see the odd lizard folk, a dragonborn in the distance. It's a very eclectic looking community.
Is that a Loxodon over there?
I don't know what that is, but
It's like a giant elephant person, or is that just a really tall dragon?
And as you guys continue to make your way towards Crimsonwall, you pass by this little house right here that I'm circling. It's not a house, but a large building. It's about 3 stories tall, wooden, with a huge sign in front of it that says Jerlin Trading House. Outside of this house, you see a bunch of caravans, 2 or 3 caravans coming and going from around this building, with many laborers off and onloading materials, and what appear to be a lot of mercenaries milling about. Are you stopping, or are you continuing towards the city?
I'm continuing.
I want to keep
We don't
going.
have time for mercenaries.
All right. As you approach the walls, you see that the large gate is open. It's a massive opening. It's about 50 feet across. Huge gate. And there are guards set up with tables at the entrance to the city, and they seem to be checking everyone going through. One of the guards makes eye contact with your party and waves you guys over.
This reminds me of Red Bull Abbey.
I lean in towards who's beside me right now. Who is it? Thwish, Uaighe, Cain.
I feel like Tenebris would be
Anyone
beside
you
you,
want.
unless you want.
Okay. I lean in both to Thwish and Cain. Do you think they've gotten word that potentially maybe dead? Is that going to raise any alarm?
Don't bring it up if we don't have to.
That sounds good.
No, stay cool. Stay cool.
Do you guys walk up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Someone should tell Uaighe before we walk up.
The guard's standing there. He has a notebook in his hand. And he's not even really looking at you guys. And he says, due to increasing cultist activity in the area, we're screening all potential comers to Crimsonwall for the nature of their visit. What are you here for?
Oh,
I
Oik?
I used to
Go
live
ahead.
in town, and I would just like to come and inspect some shops.
Oik,
And
you were
here's
gonna
my
say something too?
party.
Okay, Thwish. Oik, what were you gonna say?
Well, he was going to say that I am here to discuss business matters with the Morticians Guild.
Aaron, you were gonna say something as well, I think.
Actually, I'm here to pay my guild membership fee, and I'm also here just with these fine folks.
Okay, so I'll mark you down as an adventuring party. In response to increasing criminal activities in the city related to the ongoing cult pandemic, we would like you guys to all carry a passport at all times. And he starts pulling out these little paper passports. And he says, whenever you enter a unique district of Crimsonwall, guards will ask you to stamp the time of your arrival and district so we can track criminal activities in the city. I will need all of your names, please.
Cain, would you like to go first and give your...
Yeah, Cain.
Is anyone not giving the guard their names?
Yes,
I'm just
We're all
not
giving
going
them-
first.
So,
I'll give them
Oik, you're not?
yes.
To everyone else, he fills out your passports. He
Mhm.
hands them back. You can add a custom item that says Crimsonwall Passport to your inventory on D&D Beyond. Oik, what name what are you giving to him?
My name is, what do I see around me?
This entrance appears heavily guarded. There's a lot of guard patrols going on around right now. They seem to be kind of on alert. They're keeping an eye out for potentially wary people.
But like, describe the scene, like the infrastructure. Are there fields? Are there flowers? Are there blue skies?
There are blue skies. You've passed through all the fields and everything already. So you're at the precipice to the city, right in kind of the gateway. So there
Trying
are
to get something, an idea, something in the environment that will inspire her for a name.
This guy.
Oh, that's what you're trying to do.
Yeah.
Yes.
You
Did
see-
everyone get that except the
Yeah.
GM?
Yeah, it's okay.
Whatever. I have
Come on.
He's
notes,
focused, yo.
pages of notes, okay? You see wooden
Oh,
buildings
man.
around you, the cobblestone pathway, creatures of many different races, like a lizard folk, a furball.
Right.
You see several humans and halflings, and a large red wall.
Can I turn to Oik and like really under my breath just say, what about a name like Ace Woodland?
Oh, excuse me.
Does that work?
Does anyone hear that?
Into my head.
DM, does anyone hear that?
No one hears that. There's a lot of noise and a lot of people around.
Right.
So.
My name is Ace Woodland.
The guard looks up from his book and the passport. Say that again, please.
Ace. A-C-E. Woodland. W-O-O-D-L-A-N-D.
And where are you from, Ace
Well,
Woodland?
I am from. Hold on.
She's obviously from the woodlands.
And she's
Yeah.
drunk too.
She's drunk.
I am from. I just got on my notes, guys. I don't remember the town that I'm from. I'm so sorry.
You, child. Where did she get drunk?
Is he
Why are you saying that I'm drunk, sir? I am not drunk.
He's directing that question at Cain.
Child.
She said she was drunk.
We drank a lot at Fowen.
Fountain's a few hours from here. She's still drunk?
She's not drunk. This is just her disposition. Just
Seems
how
like
she
I'm
is
getting
all the
some
time.
competing stories.
He's a child. I am not.
I'm not a child.
I know, but he called you one, so therefore you are, and I'm not. As you can see.
Yes, but you're a Kenku who talks, so not exactly trustworthy. Ace Woodland, where are you from?
To be honest with you, I do not remember the town that I'm from because I can't
Better
find
make
it in
something
my
up.
notes.
Woodland is from the woodlands just outside of Fowen.
I am from, and no, that's not where I'm from. I am from the island of Aranya.
Roll a deception check.
Right.
Can I help her?
Can I help? I'm really good at deception.
Can I
One
help
of
her?
you, one of you two, who's proficient in deception.
Triple
I-
advantage.
I can, just because I was talking to her about her name.
Yeah, sure.
Sure.
that's right.
Roll with advantage, like.
Wow, that's a good thing I have advantage.
Come on.
Roll twice.
Oh,
It's a roll.
God. Oh god.
8.
We can't even get in, yo.
Oh god.
Did Tenebris just step forward?
Wait,
and
we have
say-
passports though.
Give her a
let-
second. Give her a
let the
second. Give me
DM.
a second. He looks at you like Ace Woodland.
That's
We'll
my
see
name.
about that. He takes your passport and he takes a stamp beside him, and he stamps a red mark in the top
Oh,
corner of the
shoot.
first page of your passport, and he folds it and hands it to you and says, "You better be real careful in the city, Ace Woodlands. Hate for somebody to get their alarms raised by you."
Deanne,
Oh, you don't know what that's
Can
supposed to mean?
can I try to like, because it's really busy around me, right? As
Yeah.
he's moving on to the next person, like that's on our party, can I try to take a passport that hasn't been stamped yet?
Do you want to do that right now or as you're walking through?
As I'm walking through, like just and then go through.
So he stamped your passport. He gestures for you guys to move through. None of the rest of you had your passport stamped, by the way. It was only Uaighe. So as you begin walking through, you can attempt to grab a passport off somebody. Thwish.
Oh, snap.
I would like to
Why are we
try
trying to break the law?
It's
Pardon?
We haven't
crazy.
inside yet. Okay, we'll do it.
Uh,
Thwish, if you'd like, you can roll sleight of hand. See if you can.
I'd like to try. It's really busy, so I just would like to try to.
It is really busy.
grab one.
Unfortunately, I just remembered where I'm from. I found it in my notes.
17.
Oh, it's sad.
So as you are walking through, someone's carrying their passport kind of loosely at their side, and you do manage to kind of swipe it off them and then mingle back into the crowd. And as you open the passport, it says
No.
it says Ben Stevens.
Oh my god.
Okay.
Such a generic name. It's like,
Okay.
what? Ben Stevens? Is this
You know,
guy-
I'm writing in my notes, I am Ben Stevens.
Well,
As you guys continue to make your way through, another guard, you hear him. He's standing on top of a large wooden box, looking at the crowds coming through the gate, and he's yelling a few things. Says, "All entering Crimsonwall, be aware, magic use is illegal within the city without a permit. Permits are extremely difficult to obtain. Do not use magic within the city walls or face the consequences." And he just continues repeating the message as people are coming through the gates.
I can tell that guy
That
loves
man.
his job.
He must have a terribly sore throat.
He's
I hope he gets lots of water. I hope someone's.
Tenebris leans over to like Thwish and asks him, "What does he mean? No magic."
Well, it's hard to maintain when this is a world where a lot of people use magic, and it's hard to maintain laws and rules and regulations with magic use. So they just outright banned most use altogether. To try and keep things. It's like a mutual respect type of thing, except for the law.
So
Use
I
magic.
can't wild shape.
I would assume that's a no, because if you transform into a bear in the middle of the road, that's going to cause a whole lot of chaos. It's a matter of keeping the peace, for the most part.
Guess I'm using my scimitar.
I don't think you need to use a scimitar.
In case trouble pops up.
People are trying to avoid trouble as much as possible. If they draw their sword, they're going to have the police force or the guard force on them at the same time.
So as you guys
what do we see?
as you guys continue to walk through, you see this female furbolg approach your party. She appears a little bit older. She runs up to you guys. She's short, wavy brown hair and black eyes. She's smooth brown skin. She is about 5'11", and she's a pretty muscular build with not a very attractive face. And she comes up to your party and she says, "Hello, hello. I am a tour guide of Crimsonwall, and if you'd like, I can provide you with a map and descriptions for 10 gold pieces.
Can I roll
Any
investigation?
information about the city."
I gave her 10
Um,
gold pieces.
That was
I was gonna turn to Cain and say, I lived here for a time. I know the area pretty well.
Yes.
Uh. mm,
But you
Oh,
can
yeah.
still get a map if you wish. We have lots of gold.
Okay, sure. Sometimes we might get separated, so maybe it'll be useful.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I'd like to have a map too. But we can just share one, Cain.
Am I allowed to roll investigation on this person?
Sure.
Can I help him because I have proficiency? So
Kane's already bought a map, but if you guys would like to.
So she says she'll answer questions and the map.
She said she'll provide information and the map for 10 gold pieces.
Oh, okay. I'll let them roll first before I
Um,
ask my question.
I rolled a
And may-
17 by myself. I can roll again with your bonus there.
advantage.
I got a 17.
She seems honest. Her prices are maybe a little high, but she's trying to make an honest living giving information about the city.
That's exactly what Aaron Vanberry says because he knows what it's like to be
Did Tenebris ask her a
job for this
question?
I'm gonna let
Go
Kane
for it.
first, and she's buying the map.
Okay.
Kane, she hands you a map, and it's labeled with these labels on it. On the
Is it
new,
on the-
it's I updated. I changed the screen share.
Oh, okay.
Oh, yay. Cool, cool.
And she says, if you want any information about the city, I'd be happy to provide it. Places of lodging, potential business opportunities, anything like that.
Where is the monk temple?
The monk temple here in Crimsonwall? Well,
Oh, the monastery.
the monastery is within Crimson Hold, in the center of the city. It's within the outer ward of that area, near Candlekeep.
Do you have any recommendations for inns to sleep in?
Well, there's a few different choices. If you're looking for something that's a middle of the road, the Roaring Griffin is 1 gold piece per night, and that is located in a particular area of the city that I will briefly tell you about.
Can you
And
circle it on our map actually, if that's okay?
Dude.
She points to the area labeled 1, in the Southwall Burg.
Isn't that outside of the city wall?
Outside the wall.
It's outside of the city wall. So it's located in an area, part of the city, but outside the city wall. But it is a more modest tavern. If you're interested in something that's very cheap, there's the Dewstill Maggot, and that is located down in the River Ward district. That's number 11 on your map if you want to go there, for 8 copper a night. But the food is pretty And if you want something real nice, the Arcane Bottle in the East Ward is the place to go. For 3 gold pieces a night, they have quite the show if you order a drink. And she circles number 7 on your map. Like in
I
this
don't
area
know.
around number 7.
I don't know if we'll be in the mood for a show current moment. I kind of
Where are
Flash.
the
Flashback William performing.
where are the diviest places we should avoid where there's a lot of potentially criminal behavior?
Well, the Pioneers Ward is the sketchiest area in the city. Some say the rumored Thieves Guild has their headquarters in there, if you believe in that sort of thing. And the area is just at the beginning of the River Ward, near the Pioneers Ward, can be a bit sketchy. And I would also watch yourselves in the Merchant Ward. That's where all the stalls are. People are selling all kinds of things from Ferretarius, but there's a lot of scammers, and sometimes you'll encounter people doing the odd shakedown. It's a great place to visit. Just keep your eyes open.
Shakedown, you mean like a holdup?
Yeah, they might try and take your stuff, or sometimes they'll go bully vendors to see if they can get some profit off of them. Skim it off the top,
Sorry, one more question if you don't mind.
And you paid me. What do you want?
Where's the best tavern to get drunk in and party?
If you're looking to party and get drunk, I would say the Roaring Griffin. The modest tavern I told you about is probably the best place to go. The Dewstill Maggot isn't a great atmosphere, and the Arcane Bottle is a little bit too quiet for my taste. But there are other taverns if those don't fit your needs.
Okay, so Roaring Griffin, you said, yeah?
Roaring Griffin is probably your best bet of the well-known taverns, but there are some other ones.
I also have a question, if you don't mind.
Can my friends ask questions too, even though I paid you?
Yeah, sure.
All right.
Vine, I saw your hand up. I'll get to you in 1 sec.
I have a question after too.
Aaron,
I had a question.
we'll go through everyone.
We can answer the other people's questions first. I don't mind.
Okay. Vine.
But doesn't have a question. I was just moving my hand.
Okay.
No.
Thwish.
I haven't been here in many years. Have any rules changed in the last 8 years, perhaps?
Well, the ban on magic has gotten a bit stricter, and some say they even introduced a secret police to look out for magic users. I mean, no one ever really sees them, but sometimes people who go to cast spells suddenly can't speak or can't move, so I think they're around.
Thank you.
Tenebris, you were next.
Tenebris acts as a lady, so I hear you need a permit to cast spells. How do you do that?
The permit is, well, not just anyone can obtain a permit. It's kind of like some of the other things in the city, like the teleportation circles. You gotta have quite the reputation in order to access them.
Oh, well, say we wanted to do some civic service like stop some bandits. Who do we do that for?
Well, you could go to the barracks of the Crimsonwall Guard. That's number 5 on your map in the inner ward. They could potentially help you out with jobs like that, but if you wanted some more adventure-like jobs, you could go to West Shore Adventuring on the West Shore Ward, or maybe Stagson's Hunting Club in the Mist Side Ward up by number 3.
I have one more question.
Sure.
See, I grew up in the Enchanted Woods, so I don't know many things about people. Who are the Crimsonwall Guard?
Well, the Crimsonwall Guard is the military. They maintain order and law in the city. So you just be on your best behavior when you see them around. They're the guys in the crimson cloaks wearing armor and swords.
Tenebris would like to quickly say to the party. Well, actually, he'd like to whisper to the party a little bit. Yes, he could cast it. Oh, the gods said we need to start here. Talking to the government seems to be a good idea. Becoming friends with them would probably help us.
Vine is gonna try to piece together a sentence and say, "Go military."
Okay. Nova, you had a question too?
Yeah, I'm looking to go shopping for magical items and possibly some armor.
Well, if you're looking for armor, the Ironsmith's Ward probably sells things for the most reasonable price. But those will just be mundane armor, things like normal steel. If you went down to the Merchant's Ward, there's lots of vendors there selling different types of armor for potentially lesser prices, or they might be less mundane and more expensive.
Interesting. Well, thank you.
Aaron?
Speaking of that, do you know if Grimmelhop or Copperbelly's around the city?
Are you talking
man.
about that fat pot-bellied dwarf?
Yes.
Well, he's a bit fatter, but yeah, he's still around.
Okay.
There's more of him around, actually.
Cain, I appreciate that. What's the best way to avoid that man?
Well, he spends most of his time in the Ironsmith Ward because he's a pretty renowned craftsman, so I would just recommend avoiding that district if you don't want to see him for whatever reason.
Okay, thank you. I appreciate that. I don't think we should go to that place.
Oik, did you have any questions?
You don't have any questions for him?
Okay.
What was the magic shop you said?
Magic shop? I said that if you wanted to
Oh.
find magic items, you
Oh.
could go to the Merchant's Ward.
Oh.
However, I can recommend somebody that you talk to down there.
Yeah.
Sure.
If you're looking for specific magic items, you could go to Francisca Mistsplitter. She's a great person to see. She tends to act as a finder for magic items. So you go to her with what you want, and then she'll try to find somebody who's selling that. and strike a deal for you for a fee. She'll also sell magic items that you have if you're interested in finding a buyer. And if you don't know what your magic item is, you could go up to the North Ward, which is where all the rich people live, and you could see the lore master there, and she might be able to identify things for you.
I actually might like to talk to her. So I'm gonna write that down.
The lore master.
Yep.
Do you know if the fees are expensive by Francisca?
Well, they're not cheap. It depends on how much your magic item is worth.
Hmm.
It's based on the price of the item.
Hmm. Okay. By the way, what's your name?
Oh, my name is Serold Falaval, and if you ever need me again, I'll probably be around these gates.
Harold, your accent is amazing. Where are you from?
Where am I from? Well, I'm from Crimsonwall, friend.
Really?
You see, I was raised here as an illegal slave, and I'm about 119 years old, so that was quite a long time ago, but
Wow.
one day I was freed, and now I like to hang about because I know a lot about the city, and gentlemen like you pay me to tell you things.
All right. Thank you, Serold. Is that right?
Serode.
Serode. Sorry, Serode.
That's okay.
Can you remind me, Serold, where the library is?
Are you talking about Candlekeep or the normal library?
The Candlekeep Library.
Ah, well, Candlekeep is located in the Crimson Hold, but, you know, I don't know if you guys know about Candlekeep, but you're not getting in there unless you have a unique book to bring them.
I'm aware.
I think
Thank
maybe
you.
we can help. Interesting.
I have a book.
I already
Okay.
have entrance.
Hmm. You got that
Wow.
book from that crypt. That
No,
Well,
I mean I've already gained
yeah.
entrance.
But on top
Wait.
of that, from
well,
You've been in the library, Thwish?
if you said it's been 8 years, they may require you to bring a new one, but you'd have to go see for yourself.
I'll do that. Thank you.
Tenebris just asks them, like, why would you want to go to that murder house?
The murder house? The library?
Library. Thousands upon thousands of dead trees wrapped in the skins of animals. It's horrific.
Well, that library helped me a great deal when I lived here.
Listen,
no.
young man, Crimsonwall is home to Candlekeep, and Candlekeep houses the most unique volumes of books anywhere in Vydia. And in order to get access, you have to bring a volume that they don't have, which is difficult to do considering how long it's been open. But if there's a place that you want to find knowledge, Candlekeep is the place to go.
I'd rather go to a zoo or something. Do they have those in Crimsonwall?
No, we don't do zoos.
What's a zoo?
A zoo is a place where we keep animals for show. However, we did that once, and the giant scorpion got out, and that was just a disaster in the marketplace. And I don't want to talk about that ever again.
How long ago was that?
Why
That was about 50 years ago, and ever since
Wow.
we've just kind of cut that out of the repertoire.
Okay, that's good to know.
Tenebris like to address the group. Well, me personally, in this city, I'm kind of out of my element. I grew up in the forest, and in the forest, I was kind of the guardian, so I would prefer going to the military and allying with them so I could at least have some semblance of home, protecting something.
Yeah. Now Vine wants to go there too, and me too. So we should stop by at some time and increase our renown with them.
Should we then? I mean, I figure we should at least before we all split. If we're splitting, we should
I
probably
wouldn't.
decide to meet at the one of the inns. Which inn did she say? Or which inn did again you say that we should probably go to? Cain, you wrote that down.
I want to save the Roaring Griffin for when we were a party. So let's go to
Okay.
the Do Still Maggot first.
Yeah.
Also, oi. I mean, then
Then
I do have to give you something that I think belongs to you. I think you dropped it, actually.
did I?
I think so. Here you go. I think if you have anything else so similar, you should give it.
What
What'd
is
you
it?
give her?
the passport.
Oh, okay.
Oh,
I'm kind of indicating that she should get rid of the other one.
I think that's a
By
great
destroying.
idea. Mm.
All right, folks. That brings us to the end of tonight's session.